Now, I am British and I am currently in an American neighborhood. This time it's a Boston neighborhood. And I'm going to show you some of the differences between Boston and the UK.
For a start, the colours are wild. This is a fall.
I'm out of town on a work conference in Houston. I think I've just found the most American neighborhood I've ever seen in my life.
Look how perfect the grass is. It's unbelievable.
You cannot tell me that America isn't like the movies, because look at this. There's an actual gas station that looks like it's out of the 1950s. Like, this is literally just like the movies.
Look how old this thing is.
I think I just found the most American neighborhood here in Monrovia. Check it out. Tell me this doesn't look super American. This house over here has a flag.
Consider this. You expect skyscrapers, Hollywood stars, and yellow taxis when you visit America. After that, you are casually driven into a neighborhood with excellent mortgage rates, where it seems like every house is owned by a retired superhero.
What is this propeller?
What? No, it's just a fan.
A fan?
Yeah.
That's so dangerous. What if it falls on top of you?
This is the most shocking thing in the house. What's this?
There's one in the bathroom.
You are asking to be electrocuted.
Tell me about these seats outside people's houses. Like, I've seen so many houses with chairs outside of their front of their house. Like, I've never seen this before. People have nice chairs outside the house and us just sit on the front of their drive.
Europeans genuinely thought that someone had strayed into a billionaire's personal area. And once they were inside, things simply became more bizarre. Wait till you see the traits that cause them to laugh, be confused, and genuinely question America's existence.
Think, this is how our neighborhood used to look every single night in the summertime when we were growing up. I'm not talking about the barbecues or the cookouts or the pool parties that we occasionally have. I'm talking about the basketball hoop on one side of the curb.
American houses are just insane. Have a look at this 110-year-old cottage we're staying in here in Georgia. As you can see, it looks like just a cute little place. Have a look at its own Spanish moss tree right here.
The first step is always confidence. Visitors to America are certain they already know exactly what America looks like because Hollywood, television, and social media have been promoting the same few places for decades. They look forward to the flashing lights of Las Vegas, the tall New York skyline, the palm trees of Los Angeles, and maybe a famous person walking through Beverly Hills.
I'm a Brit living in America, and this absolutely blows my mind that people think this is normal. So just on a main high street now, and in the background is the Rocky Mountains, just a huge big mountain front behind.
Bro, neighborhoods in America are absolutely insane. Bro, look at the houses here where I'm at. This looks just like a movie. The pavement's different, the roads are wide. I'm gonna take you guys to the end there, because bro, at the end of the road, there is a crazy...
Everything they thought was true suddenly falls apart as they leave those famous places and go 20 minutes into a quiet suburb. Instead of crowded apartment buildings and ancient streets, they find neighborhoods where every house seems to be owned by someone who secretly won the lottery. They have enormous lawns, large garages, and driveways long enough to fit a sizable fleet of cars.
Thing you wouldn't see in England, would you, Alex? The way these houses are made. Look
at
the way they're made, yeah.
Fucking like wooden boxes, aren't they? Like, if you sneezed on it, it'd fall over, wouldn't it? How are they staying up? You can't build them as well as they do at all.
This is my first time in a red state. Good morning. I am in Houston today. I just flew from New York last night to come watch the Canada.
For many Europeans, it is less like traveling overseas and more like inadvertently driving onto the set of an incomplete movie. The scale alone will astound visitors. The streets seem to go on forever. The residences are comfortably separated from one another. Furthermore, there are instances in which a driver can go miles without seeing anyone. Many Europeans find the silence to be almost unbelievable because European neighborhoods are usually designed around walking, bicycling, and small living.
The nice seat it has outside. Oh my gosh. I would love to live in this neighborhood in Monrovia. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm a Brit living in America, so I'm going to show you some of my favourite things in my American neighbourhood compared to my UK one. So this, no horn blowing, $50 to $100 fine. Never seen it before in the UK. I should say we live in Hoboken, which is in New Jersey, opposite New York. So it's different every town, you know, but this is my favourite thing.
In America, a large amount of space is essential to the suburban experience. Even though they are actually living in a relatively regular middle-class neighborhood, It provides the strange sense that almost everyone lives in an opulent building. That first impression only intensifies when they finally go into one of these homes. Suddenly, the details begin to accumulate, and every location presents a fresh surprise. The entrance door alone may look big compared to what many Europeans are used to. Then they notice something far stranger.
This isn't a thing. People don't sit outside their house. They might sit in the garden, but not at the front of their house. I've never seen chairs at the front of people's houses, which is...
From the UK to Florida, let me show you what I love about my neighbourhood. How the Americans adore their country so much, there is flags up absolutely everywhere. The lizards everywhere you go.
Nearly all internal doors have locks. To an American, that scarcely looks unusual, but to many visitors, it feels incredibly lavish. Every bedroom seems to have been furnished like a hotel. The electrical outlets are another intriguing feature. Visitors, particularly those from Britain, often note the switches built right into the outlets. While Americans are happy to plug items in and forget about them, a person from the UK would immediately wonder why an outlet needs an extra switch if the equipment itself has an on and off button.
Last time I did an American neighborhood, it was in the south in North Carolina, where the houses were all kind of single floors. Here, every house has 2 floors. So the houses seem bigger, but they are still made of wood. Now, remember the fire hydrants? These have flags on them.
I don't know if this is a trend everywhere else, but in Philly, they love buying up old churches and turning those bitches into condos. And imagine your grandma was catching the Holy Ghost hair, and then somebody getting hunched on the top floor, bro. That's crazy. It's like your grandma was passing out. Get the.
It's one of those subtle differences that, although perfectly understandable to those who were raised with it, absolutely perplexes everyone else. Even the most basic doorstop becomes memorable in some manner. Instead of using a simple rubber wedge or stopper, many American homes use a spring that is fastened to the wall. This piercing, metallic twang is recognizable to every child who has ever flipped one. Furthermore, all parents know that this sound usually means that someone is playing with something inappropriate.
People just chilling outside. Just imagine this with no phones, with no interruptions, and you guys stayed out all day, pulling a 12-hour shift each and every day.
I wonder if we have our own rooms or...
We can't remember. We booked this so long ago. It's like, it's news to all of us.
We're ready?
Yeah.
What's this bit?
Let's check it out. Ooh.
What? Wait, glass?
To visitors, it appears to be a peculiarly dramatic method of keeping doors from crashing into the wall. The kitchen comes next, where the surprises follow one after the other like a roller coaster at an amusement park. Many Americans don't even think of keeping an entire pantry for food storage, but visitors often look at it with genuine admiration. Food is stored in a separate room or closet rather than packed into cabinets wherever space is available.
It's an American fridge, and it's as big as my arms, and I'm 165, so I'm guessing this fridge is 2 meters. It's insane.
Having an incinerator though, the gobbler, I can just scrape the plate.
As someone who grew up in Europe, especially in Germany, there's something so cool about American suburbs, and I don't think Americans are realizing that. For me, this really feels like I'm walking through a movie set. And I know that doesn't make sense for a lot of people who grew up here, but I get so excited every time I see a yellow school.
After that, they open the refrigerator and discover a machine that can be set up to dispense cold water, cubed ice, and crushed ice. Somewhere, a European asks in silence why they have been fighting stubborn ice cube trays for so long. When the kitchen appears to be at its most beautiful, someone turns on the garbage disposal beneath the sink. The odd grinding sound instantly raises eyebrows.
This absolutely screams America. I've got a little bridge to get into the driveway. How cool is that?
There's 3 things on like their doorstep for you to come and take, which I think is really cute. In the UK, we don't really leave stuff outside. We just normally take it to the charity shop. So it's quite cute that you guys, support other each other. Another one, just stuff left outside to take.
A few visitors laugh nervously. Others instinctively retreat a step. And some individuals simply decide not to touch that drain ever again. Americans think it's a practical appliance. A typical British family home is contrasted with a comparable priced home in several US locations. On one side is a tiny, claustrophobic, semi-detached home.
What this looks like on the inside, this is absolutely crazy. So as soon as you enter, you've got this lovely living room, perfect for a family. You've got the TV and an actual log fire over here. When you turn left, They have this little room here. It's like a nursery or something.
I'm a Brit living in America, and these are the biggest culture shocks that I found living in the US.
First things first, the mailboxes. The mailboxes here really are like the movies. They're kind of just outside your house. You don't have a letterbox. And also, people do love an American.
On the opposite side is a detached house with lots of bedrooms, a large backyard, a garage, and enough room to make guests chuckle about needing a map. Naturally, housing costs vary widely depending on where you reside, and expensive American cities may compete with almost any European metropolis. Nonetheless, international visitors are genuinely taken aback by how much room is affordable in many suburban regions.
You're supposed to keep or eat out, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly.
You're not supposed to keep it in. Like in England, in summer, like it's unbearable, isn't it? You can't sleep out because the houses have been built so well.
Yeah.
Love it. They only keep the bins out on bin day. The rest of the week they need to be inside your garage. I love the fact that we can walk in the road. It's so peaceful.
Those similarities invariably lead to lighthearted complaints. British tourists playfully ask what exactly happened back home, since they think Americans were given an entirely different view of the housing market. The jokes get even funnier when browsing social media, where every influencer seems to live in a house with a grand staircase large enough for a regal entry. It creates the amusing illusion that every American secretly owns a house, even if reality is intrinsically much more complicated.
Americans, potentially me and Shauna, have just stumbled across the most American looking neighborhood we have ever seen. Huge open roads, absolutely beautiful.
I need you guys to see this. But look how beautiful the roads are, man. You've got palm trees everywhere. I'm in the middle of the road.
Laundry habits reveal yet another cultural divide. Many British homes have washing machines right in the kitchen, often beneath the countertop, whereas the majority of suburban American homes have separate laundry rooms. A distinct area for cleaning clothes is created by large dryers, top-loading washing machines, and shelves stocked with detergent. Americans are accustomed to it. Many Europeans find it to be extremely well organized.
Gas there, I assume. And I can only just imagine like how old this stuff is in here. There's literally an old Coca-Cola machine there. A bunch of other older stuff.
I'm a Brit living in America, and we are in Boston right now for the World Cup. And just looking at some of these buildings, you can probably tell the English influence. Like, look, some of these.
Another example of how different countries address similar problems in somewhat different ways is found in heating and cooling systems. Europeans frequently anticipate radiators connected to walls, whereas American households typically rely on central heating and air conditioning supplied through vents in floors, ceilings, or walls. Little details continue to emerge during the visit.
Water, and now somebody getting their back blown out by the altar. Right there, that's where your grandpa got baptized back in 1902, and now you someone, they hitting the 2-man, right on.
What the heck? It's massive. Wait, we could have like a whole movie thing.
That is so cool.
That is officially.
The screen doors in front of the main entrance seem odd to those who are unfamiliar with them. Garages that are directly joined to the inside of the house are far more handy than detached garages, which are commonly found elsewhere. There are so many electrical outlets scattered around the house that visitors often comment that someone could power a whole military base without looking for an extension cord. So I made the decision to include you.
I'm staying in a hotel that's in like this really cute residential area. For non-American, this is very Desperate Housewives. We walked to dinner last night and walked by like Dutch Bros.
Long drives away with the basketball hubs, or even like these random sidewalks as I'm walking here right now. So please tell me I'm not.
Europe has long constructed densely inhabited regions where the value of space rose. A significant amount of suburban America expanded during the vehicle era, allowing neighborhoods to spread outward rather than upward. Neither tactic is always better. They simply stand for different objectives that have evolved over many generations.
American flag, big trucks.
Big trucks, and there's a beautiful Ford truck over there. Is that an old one?
It's an old school truck, it looks amazing. But get in the comments, let us know, is this a normal American neighborhood, or have we just stumbled across a really nice one? Because it is honestly so.
Perhaps this is the reason why these answers are so funny on the internet. When they see someone discovering an American pantry for the first time, marveling at a refrigerator that makes endless ice, worrying about a bathroom outlet, or staring in shock at a neighborhood full of large mansions, everyone is reminded of how ordinary life may appear amazing from a different angle.
See anybody in the UK put a British flag outside their house, but here it's more normal to have a flag outside your house than not. Most houses in the UK, I would say, are townhouses or semi-detached houses. I grew up in that typical brick semi-detached house, where here most houses are just normal detached.
Hello, I am a British guy living in America. I've just moved to the American suburbs, and here are a few things that I find uniquely American about the suburbs. Things that you just would not see in the UK suburbs, or anywhere in the UK for that.
Sometimes the most fascinating tourist attraction isn't even a well-known monument, as evidenced by the fact that visitors crossing the Atlantic often find items that Americans scarcely notice on a daily basis to be unforgettable. Sometimes it's simply a regular suburban street that quietly convinces someone they found the biggest film ever produced.